everyone, welcome back to Katarina's Garage. My name is Katarina Lloyd, and we're here with my newest acquisition, which is this 94 GMC Sierra 1500. It's on propane. It's got the 350 in it. Actually runs and drives pretty decent, but it does have some issues. But it's not a bad little truck, although I'm not going to keep it, but I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup on it and move it on to its next owner. However, I want to show you guys how to restore headlights, which is not a super hard job. It takes some time and patience. So well, let me show you what I have here. So basically, what you want is, okay, a bucket of water, you know, with some wet sandpaper, which I have some, and I have some more in the car if I need any more. You know, it doesn't matter if this is cold or warm. I prefer warm water just so that it's not super cold in your hands. Next, you'll want a headlight restoration kit, which basically it just comes with like a ball, and then you've got your polish, and then you need a drill, which I have a ball myself, and I like this ball, so I'll just use this one. But I'll use the polish of that because I could not find the polish for this one. So yeah, it's pretty simple. First things first, I'll show you guys how to wet sand, which is not a very hard job at all. Just time consuming, that's all. And yes, I have the chair here because, again, time consuming. So basically what you want to do is, okay, grab your bucket of water and everything with your wet sandpaper, take it out, and you just start doing it. Now this is a 1500 grit paper, so, you know, and you want to do this in one motion. So basically, instead of, like, you see how I'm doing it, of going side to side, you have to choose between side to side or up and down. Do not do all of them because you'll just create a lot more problems for yourself afterwards. But actually, this is already starting to do quite a bit. Like, these aren't terrible, honestly. Definitely not the worst. I've restored. Alright, we're just nice and simple, and, you know, just take your time. You should have a cloth with you as well to wipe off any water, but it's fine. I can see what I'm doing for the most part. Plus, I have towels in the car, so if I need one, I'll just grab it. I just forgot to bring it out here. And just get it as clean as you can get it this way, but then of course it's still gonna be dirty because, you know, there's like a bunch of dirt and stuff like that on the headlight itself. But it's already coming out pretty decent, actually. You know, and you don't need, like, there are some people that say, oh, you start with a 60 grit, go up to you know, 120, 400, 500, all that stuff. But realistically, you can just, depending on how bad they are, like with this, honestly, this 1500 is fine, and this won't take me terribly long. Okay, actually, I'm going to really quick pause the footage and press play again. There we go. And let's just see how it looks, because it's still gonna be a little cloudy, right? But that's why we have the buffer. But yeah, still needs a little more. So, and you want this pretty decently wet, actually, so to do this properly, because if you don't wet this, honestly, you're not going to get as efficient of a job, and you'll just destroy your sandpaper. You know, you're just trying to get as many of the imperfections out of them as possible. Like, these aren't going to be perfect by the time I'm done, and that's fine. You look at the truck, it's not exactly a perfect truck. It's a nice beater for somebody. But little things like this help the resale value of your vehicle, too. If you're looking to get it on, because, like, as well, when your headlights are like this, you don't actually get the as much vision when you turn on your headlights at night. So it's the best idea to do this, and it'll probably take you, depending on how bad they are, anywhere between, I don't know, half hour to a few hours, to be honest. Like, if you have the time, just go at it, and you don't need to do a good job, like an amazing job, just because, like, this one, you can tell there's some moisture in here, like inside the headlight itself. So it's not really one that I'm going to spend too much time on. But if I can get it looking just a little nicer, that's what I'm going for. Now, because this is about where, honestly, it is not too bad yet. So I could probably go a little more, but I'll just show you guys. Okay, now that I've done that, because usually I'd go a little longer than that, but to be honest, this headlight isn't great. Okay, so this is the... okay, see, that I don't care about. I just want this. Perfect. And now, all you do, and you'll want to make sure your pad is clean, because mine's actually isn't as clean as it could be, but that's okay. Alright, that's better. And then, oh, this is nice. This one's actually a nice spray bottle. I've never used this stuff before. I've used McGuire's before, so. Just get a decent amount in there. Spray the headlight as well. Alright, and let's begin. Oh, there's a spider. Wonderful. Okay, Mr. Spider. So you're on my truck. Alright. Now simple wiping it down. And like, this will need some more wet sanding, but basically that's what you do, right? You just do trial and error with this until you get it to where you like it. Like, I can do a better job on this one because the moisture inside really affects this one for making it look really good. So let's start with the, let's do this one. I'm not going to show you restoring all the headlights because that'd be way too long of a video, but, you know, and just nice, come on. Nice, smooth motions. And you don't want it to like a ton of pressure because you'll just destroy the sandpaper as well, so bear that in mind when you're doing this. But it'll come out looking pretty darn good. It won't be perfect. Like, I'm not aiming for perfection on this one, like I mentioned, you know. This isn't a show quality truck. If you've seen the walk around video, which I'll link in the description below, of this truck when I first got it, that was actually the day I bought it or the day after. So yeah, it's I think it was the day after. Yeah, yeah, it's a pretty decent truck, honestly. You know, because I picked this up on Tuesday, and then, yeah, I think the video I did on Wednesday, so. Maybe? Yeah, I think so. Alright, so, okay. Need a little more water on this. Because you'll feel when it needs more water, because it'll start binding on you, kind of. Like, it'll start getting stuck. So, you'll just want to try and keep it as wet as you can. Which, I mean, this sandpaper, I just need to get a new sheet. Which I have some in the car. I have a big sheet in the car, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, okay, now let's have a look. Now, and the thing is, because when you do this, you're going to leave a bunch of swirl stuff. And actually, that's going to need what's that even more, I think. Because yeah, it's just how it goes with these, but it's okay. And it's not like my car where it has nice sealed beam headlights where you don't have to restore the headlights. If they get cloudy or anything, you just buy a new set for 15 bucks because it's not worth restoring them, to be honest, at that point. It's quite nice with the Mustang over there. But once I went to this design, it's because as you guys are, I'm sure you're aware, it costs a little bit of money to buy these headlights brand new, like new lenses. Compared to mine, where the headlight and the lens are one piece, and it's a much cheaper manufacturing, and they're small too. So, you know, I'm a big fan of steel beams. Yeah, just going along here. Yeah, and also like something that you guys should do as well, if you have a little spare cash around, and if you have a little bit of skills like what I'm doing here, because you don't have to do much. You really don't have to do much. Is go to your local auctions. You know, this one I bought this sight unseen online. So, and I picked it up in Airdrie and drove it back. And honestly, it doesn't drive that bad. It's got some play in the steering by anywhere between 20 to 40 degrees. I honestly can't really tell 100%, but it's just an estimation. Play in the steering, so it'll lean in the steering rack. And as well, the brakes will need to be done because they're about halfway down. I'm not sure if that's actually coming out or not. This might actually be on the back side, and there's not really much I can do if that's the case. Which will suck, because I wanted to restore these really good. But, you know, this one looks better though, a little bit. Let's try a little power bowl again, which I need to tighten. There we go. Spray it on there. Spray a bit on the ball. It is coming out slowly, but yeah, that's just the process that you have to do with these. So yeah, I will stop here, and then I'll edit it all together of doing this all in once I get this looking a lot shinier, and show you guys, hey, you know, this actually does work, because it's looking better slowly but surely. It's a little cloudy, so I'll need to run the Powerball again. This stuff isn't as good as what I normally use, because I typically use McGuire's. It works really well. So yeah. So this video doesn't get too long. And there we go. So after, honestly, not a terribly long time, I'll have to clean up a little bit. Because I was actually using the wrong stuff, and that's why. Because I didn't read it. I was being dumb. Because I was using the, this is the protection, and that was dumb. Honestly, what I should have been using is the polish. So, and as you can see, it's not perfect. I'll go at it a little more than this, I think, but, you know, it's a lot better than it was when we started, as I'm sure you guys can tell. Because, well, put it this way. This looked a lot closer to what this did, right? A lot more yellow and a lot more faded. So it's actually, it is working. It's nice. I thought it wasn't, but turns out it is. So, yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys did find it informative. And, you know, if you did, like the video. Comment down below if there's anything else that you guys want to see me do. You know, whether it's cleaning or whatnot of a vehicle, doing some work, whatever it is, you know, let me know. Because, yeah, I am interested in doing some more of these educational videos this way. Because, you know, I want my channel to be good for you guys and informative. So, yeah. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Pikachu! There's Stitch.